I want to clarify a little bit what you need to know about ASL questions. Students struggle a little bit trying to make sense of what they read on page 54 of the Master ASL Red textbook, kind of forgetting what they've already read on page 15. So I want to clarify the sign in vocabulary list 8, I call it huh or do you, um, but it doesn't replace what you're learning on page 54. On page 15 in your book, it is referred to as, oh, sorry, on page 54, it's referred to as the question mark. And the reason that I don't refer to it as that is because sometimes we think that you have to have it. Like when you ask a question, you have to have it, like you do a question mark in written English. Well, here's the thing. There's no punctuation in ASL, right? It's not a written language, so there's no punctuation. There's no need for this. So let me read to you, or maybe reread with you, the explanation for this on page 54. It says, in many ways, a question being asked, sorry, I'm trying to summarize it. The signed question mark does not replace the question maker. So the question maker is what's referred to on page 15, which is, sorry, I have to switch in between the two, which is eyebrows up. Now, this can be a little bit confusing because this eyebrows up is only used for a yes/no question. So that's why I don't use the term that's used in the book, the question maker, because there are two types of questions. One is a yes/no question where your eyebrows go up and your head comes forward a little bit. The other one is a WH or open-ended question like who, where, and your head goes back a little bit and your eyebrows go down. So don't get tripped up just because in the book it's called a question maker. It makes a sentence into a question. That's true. So, like, you have a phone is a statement. If I raise my eyebrows, I'm making it into a yes no question. Do you have a phone? So I can understand why it's called the question maker, but I do have a lot of students get a little bit confused about that. So don't think that you need this every time you use a question. This is a little bit like saying, like we do in English, okay, question. Is this going to be on the test? It's just, I'm going to ask you a question, is what it means. And so if you use this every time you ask a question, it's way overused. This is used in ASL. It is used in the deaf community. It's just not used every time somebody makes a question. Somebody asks a question. So here's what you should do. Every time you want to ask a question in ASL, think to yourself, what type of question is this? Am I asking a yes, no question? In which case, like, do you? Do you want to go? Or is this yours? If it's a yes, no question, your eyebrows will go up, period. If you want to add this to it, fine, but that's not what makes it a question. This is what makes it a question. So ask yourself, is this a yes, no question? Like, is this yours? Do you want to go? Am I coming too? If it can be answered with either a yes or a no, your eyebrows go up and your head goes forward a little bit. If it's a WH question, an open-ended question like, where are we going? Your eyebrows are going to go down. So, like I said, you can add this to a yes no question, but it doesn't actually mean do you. It's kind of the equivalent of do you, but really, this is what means do you. You can add this if you want to or not, but this is what you need. So hopefully that clarifies a little bit. Review what it says on page 54 and what it says on page 15 regarding yes, no questions and questions, but just keep that in mind. It's really more about the face. This means do you, not this. You can do both, but this one's required. All right, hope that helps.